80 million Americans go on a diet every year, spending more than $30 billion on programs and products and hope. For me, and 97% of those who attempt diet after diet, it seems like mission impossible. For 25 years, I felt like Jim Phelps. This mission, should you decide to accept it, is to lose weight. And the more I tried, the more I failed, the bigger I got, the more impossible it seemed. Yeah, dieting stinks. And there's a definite pattern that's familiar to us all. For whatever reason you choose to begin again, whether it's health or lack of energy or seeing that last photo of yourself from behind, for whatever reason, you have that final straw moment that sends you back to your favorite weight loss program. You purge your cupboards of all the tempting food items, you stock your refrigerator with healthy low-fat treats, you plan, you prepare, remember all those days of weighing and measuring in the beginning? You even buy some new workout clothes because the elastic has disintegrated from the waistband of the last pair of sweats. You stock your gym bag and you get a new really cool water bottle. Ta-da! Day after day you stick with it. This isn't as hard as you thought. Why didn't you do it sooner? And then people begin noticing you're losing weight. What a great feeling. This is actually kind of sort of fun. Is it? And then the weeks go on and work gets unusually busy and you forget to pack your lunch and you grab a cookie. Oh no, a cookie. What have you done? You're off. You are off. You're angry, you're disappointed, you're still hungry, and as long as you're off your diet, you might as well have the rest of the sleeve of cookies and the pizza that you've been wanting and all those yodels because you gotta get chocolate cake in. Back home in bed for the night, you feel those tears stinging in your eyes, rolling down your cheeks. Why, after all these weeks of really great hard work, why in one moment did you break your vow? Tomorrow you're gonna get back on. Tomorrow comes and by 3 o'clock, oh man, you're not quite back on yet. You're still kind of off. Let's wait one more day and the tomorrows add up and then weigh-in day comes. Well, you don't want your record book to show a gain, do you? You can't have that uptick. So you decide you're gonna wait until next week. This week you're gonna do it on your own. You're gonna be really good and you're gonna at least get back to where you were so you go with at least a flat line and then you're gonna pick up and keep going from there. So instead of going to the support group meeting that you needed the most, you skip it and you flounder some more and in the end, you wallow in binge land for a few months, gaining back all that you lost and more until eventually you have another final straw moment. Dieting is so hard. I participated in a Nightline, ABC Nightline face-off debate, and the question was, is it okay to be fat? Well, is it? Why not? I mean, dieting obviously makes people miserable, and there's that pain of too many clothes in your closet, of wanting to eat, yet wanting to be thin, and that awful feeling when you stuff yourself, yet that worse feeling and pain when you don't. Oh, dieting is hard. Of course it's okay to be fat. It's our choice. It's easier, right? Or is it? It's easier to be afraid when you walk into a room because you don't know if you can fit between the tables or the chairs or if you can fit in the restaurant booth. It's easier not being able to ride horses, fit in amusement park rides, buckle up in a car, put on your own shoes. It's easier to have that exhausted feeling. It's easier to have to sit in the same chair all the time because that's the only place you feel good. It's easier to have to sit on a floor with your legs spread because your stomach comes to the end of your knees when you sit down. That's easier. It's easier to have the fear of what's going to happen the next time you go to the doctor or being too afraid to go to the doctor. It's easier to feel miserable all the time, feeling looked at and discriminated against because you are overweight. And I hate that feeling of pity. Will the clothes fit? What am I going to do if they don't? And what happens when I outgrow plus-size clothing stores? What am I going to do next? Being fat is hard. I know, I was 350 pounds. So back to the Nightline debate. Is it okay to be fat? The beautiful thing is we are given free choice. From a permission standpoint, a freedom standpoint, yes, of course, it's okay to be fat. But don't believe for one moment the lie that you can't lose weight, that you can't stop the yo-yo forever, because you can. Our choices all bring with them consequences. Some of them are severe. The choice is yours, and the consequences are too. Dieting is hard. Being fat is hard. You have to choose your hard.